Hello?
Greetings, Kion, Lion God.
Ready?
Yes, Kion. It is time.
Kion started as a playful cub, but what if I told you he would grow to become one of the strongest leaders in the Pride Lands? His journey is full of surprising twists. Stick around to see how Kion's story truly unfolds. Kion's story begins as the youngest son of Simba and Nala, two of the most iconic lions in the Pride Lands. His sister Kiara, the older sibling, is being groomed to one day lead the Pride Lands, while Kion appears to be just a playful cub. Initially, Kion doesn't have any grand ambitions. He's carefree, more focused on playing with his best friend, Bunga, than on assuming any royal duties. But despite his relaxed attitude, Kion possesses an incredible gift: the roar of the elders, an ancient power that will shape his destiny. As Simba watches Kion's carefree nature, he worries that his son isn't ready for the responsibilities that will eventually fall on him. Simba's own past, filled with betrayal and loss, influences how he raises Kion. Simba's harshness with Kion stems from a desire to prepare him for the trials he knows life will throw their way. However, Kion's mother, Nala, balances this by offering him wisdom and love, always encouraging him to be true to himself. Despite their differences, Kion's relationship with both parents plays a crucial role in shaping the lion he becomes. While Kiara is focused on her future as queen, Kion remains distant from the royal duties. He has a playful bond with Kiara, but their paths diverge early on, with Kiara preparing for leadership, while Kion is more interested in exploring the Pride Lands. Despite this, whenever Kiara is in danger, Kion never hesitates to come to her aid. This shows the protective nature that Kion harbors for his sister. The pair's relationship evolves, and though their roles differ, the connection between the two siblings remains strong. The fact that Kion often steps in to help Kiara shows his bravery and willingness to protect those he loves, even if he isn't yet ready to lead the Pride Lands himself. Kion's bond with Kiara is tested time and time again, with Kion growing more responsible and mature, especially as he gains his place within the Lion Guard. Despite his earlier reluctance, Kion starts to understand that the world around him is bigger than just his fun and games. As he becomes more involved in protecting the Pride Lands, Kion learns that leadership is not just about strength, but about the responsibility to protect those you care about. Kion's transformation begins when he unexpectedly receives the roar of the elders, an ancient power that gives him the ability to defend the Pride Lands. With this newfound responsibility, Kion is thrust into a leadership role he never anticipated. Though he initially doubts himself, Kion rises to the challenge. He knows that the animals of the Pride Lands are depending on him. Kion's leadership style differs from his father Simba's. Instead of surrounding himself with lions, Kion chooses a diverse group of animals for his Lion Guard. He believes that strength, bravery, speed, sight, and wisdom can come from any creature, not just lions. His first member is Bunga, the brave and fearless honey badger. This decision isn't one Simba agrees with, but Kion remains firm in his choice. Kion later adds Ono, the keenest-eyed bird, Beste, the strongest hippo, and Fuli, the fastest cheetah. Together, they form the Lion Guard, a group dedicated to protecting the Pride Lands from threats. Kion's leadership challenges his family's traditional expectations, but it also shows the depth of his wisdom. He understands that the strength of the Lion Guard doesn't lie in its members' physical abilities alone, but in their diversity. Kion's choice to trust in others beyond his pride is a major step in his growth as a leader. As Kion's leadership grows, so does the number of enemies he faces. Zira, a lioness with a deep hatred for Simba and his family, is one of the most dangerous foes Kion encounters. She tries to manipulate Kion, convincing him that the roar of the elders should be used for evil. Zira's persuasive words aim to corrupt Kion's moral compass, but Kion sees through her lies. Kion's refusal to join Zira's plans to conquer the Pride Lands solidifies his role as a protector of life. In a tense confrontation, Kion uses the roar to send Zira and her followers fleeing from the Pride Lands. This victory is significant, as it marks the first time Kion truly understands the power of the roar and the responsibility it carries. His refusal to use it for personal gain shows that Kion's true strength lies in his ability to resist temptation and stand firm in his values. In a surprising turn of events, Kion finds an unlikely ally in Jasiri, a hyena from the Outlands. Unlike most hyenas, Jasiri respects the circle of life and believes that cooperation can bring peace. She joins forces with Kion and the Lion Guard to stop the forces of evil. Her alliance with Kion is a significant moment in the story, as it shows that true loyalty doesn't depend on one's species, but on one's heart. Jasiri's role is crucial when Scar returns. She helps Kion organize the hyenas into a resistance, standing alongside the Lion Guard to prevent Scar from conquering the Pride Lands once again. This collaboration shows Kion's ability to lead a diverse group of animals, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. The hyena resistance becomes an integral part of Kion's strategy, proving that alliances are vital in the fight against evil. Scar's return is a pivotal moment in the series. What is shocking is that Kion's actions inadvertently contribute to Scar's resurrection. When Kion uses the roar of the elders at the volcano, the energy from the roar triggers Scar's spirit to return. This event serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of using great power without fully understanding its impact. Kion's role in Scar's return forces him to confront his past and deal with the unintended consequences of his decisions. Though Kion is initially devastated by the realization that he played a part in bringing back one of the greatest evils the Pride Lands has ever known, he rises to the occasion. With the help of his friends, Kion confronts Scar once again, determined to stop him once and for all. This marks a major shift in Kion's development, as he learns that leadership comes with great responsibility, and sometimes mistakes must be corrected by taking action. Kion's journey takes him beyond the Pride Lands when he travels to the Tree of Life. Here he meets the Night Pride, a group of protectors who guard the sacred site. The Night Pride teaches Kion important lessons about leadership, showing him that protection doesn't always require brute strength, but also wisdom, compassion, and trust. Kion's interactions with the Night Pride provide him with new perspectives. He learns to see things from a broader view, understanding that protecting life is a responsibility that stretches beyond his own kingdom. The Night Pride also teaches Kion that leadership involves sacrifice and the ability to make tough decisions for the greater good. These lessons are integral to Kion's growth as he continues to evolve into a leader. Kion's battle with Scar is one of the most intense moments in his journey. Scar's manipulations and deceptions lead to a dramatic showdown. During the fight, Kion is injured by Ushari, Scar's loyal accomplice. A bite to his eye leaves him with a scar, a painful reminder of the danger that comes with leadership. This injury is both physical and emotional, as Kion grapples with the weight of his responsibilities and the risks of protecting others. This injury marks a turning point for Kion, who realizes that leadership requires sacrifices. His vulnerability shows that even the strongest leaders need help from those around them. It also highlights that pain and injury are part of the journey toward becoming a true protector. Kion's recovery process is not only about healing his wounds, but also about growing emotionally and learning from the challenges he faces. To heal from his injuries, Kion travels to the Tree of Life. This journey isn't just about physical recovery, it's also about spiritual and emotional healing. Kion learns that healing takes time and patience, and he begins to understand the importance of self-care and reflection. During his time at the Tree of Life, Kion forms new bonds and learns that leadership isn't about doing everything on your own. It's about leaning on your friends and allies when times get tough. At the Tree of Life, Kion also reflects on his role as a leader and what it means to be a protector. His experiences shape his understanding of the circle of life, and he starts to see the bigger picture, how everything in the world is interconnected. This realization deepens Kion's commitment to protecting the Pride Lands and all its inhabitants. In a surprising act of maturity, Kion decides to pass on the roar of the elders to Vitani, the sister of Kovu. This decision reflects Kion's growth as a leader. He understands that true strength doesn't come from holding on to power, but from using it to empower others. By passing on the roar, Kion shows that leadership is about making wise decisions and knowing when to step aside for the greater good. Vitani's acceptance of the roar is a powerful moment in the story. It shows that Kion's leadership style isn't about control. It's about guiding others to become their best selves. Kion's act of passing on the roar signifies his understanding that the next generation will carry on the legacy, and he is ready to let them lead. Kion's story reaches its conclusion when he becomes the king of the Tree of Life, ruling alongside Queen Rani. This is a significant moment in his journey, as it shows how far he has come. From a playful cub to a mature leader, Kion has grown into a figure of strength, wisdom, and compassion. His reign at the Tree of Life marks the final chapter of his journey, as he embraces the full responsibility of leadership. As king, Kion faces new challenges, but he is ready. He has learned that leadership is about sacrifice, trust, and love. The lessons he learned along the way from his family, his friends, and his experiences have prepared him for this moment. Kion's journey is one of growth, and his story is a testament to the power of leadership, the importance of family, and the value of learning from one's mistakes. Kion's journey shows us that true leadership isn't just about power. It's about understanding, responsibility, and the courage to make tough choices for the greater good. If you've been inspired by Kion's growth, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might need a reminder of what it truly means to lead with heart. What do you think of Kion's transformation from playful cub to king? Let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more stories of courage, leadership, and adventure, stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, keep embracing the challenges in your own journey.